Hi everyone, happy Sunday. This is take 3 of this video attempt. Hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. Many of you know that I love nozzle canisters, in particular Hoover, and I grew up with one like this. This is the Hoover Celebrity canister. They were the first that I know of power nozzle attempt by Hoover on a canister vacuum. This model was one of the high-end ones. It's got a cord winder, it has onboard tool storage, it has a headlight, it's got 3 suction regulators. Basically each one is a valve. So there's a min, medium, and a max. When you push each one, it opens up a valve to bleed air, and they actually work quite phenomenally. One thing I love about these is the bag design. It's a horseshoe, everything blasts in here and it gets spread around, and these things tend to maintain airflow better than just about any other vacuum cleaner out there. I have had this one since 2013. I got this as a gift from another collector. I can't believe it's been that long that I've had this, over 12 years now, but I have a repair sticker on here. I took it to a repair shop in upstate New York just to get it tweaked, and that's dated from January 31st of 2014. So these things are very powerful. Some people think that they're loud. I happen to really love that old-fashioned tone. And they're very powerful. One thing neat about them too is that they sport a Hoover convertible brush roll. It just has the belt over on the end instead of in the middle, but otherwise it's basically the same exact design. There's also a little brush that pops down for bare floor cleaning as well to reduce scatter. So a few weeks ago, and I posted a picture, in early October, the Vacuum Cleaner Collectors Club held their annual convention in Ohio this year. Every year it's in a different spot. The locations get pre-planned years in advance, so it had nothing to do with recent events. But due to the recent event, the horrible passing of known collector, enthusiast, and very passionate Hoover fan Tom Anderson passed away in January 2026. His family is maintaining his main collection, but they were getting rid of some extra units and also some units that just, I guess, were in a different storage unit. And I happen to now have a duplicate. A brand new in the box duplicate. I present to you the fraternal twin of mine. Now there are a few differences. So one thing to notice is the power head wands are different, which mine actually was originally aluminum. Mine actually was a 3-part, and I had it converted. I just find the single 2-pole style a little bit easier to use. The cord hooks are in different spots, which I've noticed with different Hoovers over the years. Usually it's the cord hook is near the bottom of the wand. Some of them they have it located near the top. My Power Maxes, they're all at the top. So usually the cord hooks are down around the base. A neat thing that has carried over for generations was the on-wand Hoover suction regulator valve. Seen on both of these. And the very unique thing about this one is the hose. So on the unit I got from Tom, it kind of looks like a Eureka hose grip, which I don't own one right now, but a lot of Eurekas had one similar to this. The main thing was that the Hoover is a female end and the Eureka was a male end. The Eureka would have a little spring button over here which would get inserted into the wand. But otherwise, this style hand grip itself, this little part with the wand coming out of it, very Eureka-ish. The connector itself to the canister also looks kind of Eureka-ish. It almost looks like they took this little adapter, stuck it in there. Whereas the later Hoover hose, I think, is a lot more practical. Still a two-piece unit up here, but it's more seamless. For the adapter, this is a little bit more solid. It's not textured. And I really like this grip. This is where the traditional Hoover hand grip came into place with the slide lock, which also carried over to a lot of other canisters as well from Hoover over time. Same slide lock on this later late 90s, early 2000s Hoover Turbo Power unit. And the attachment systems were also very similar. One thing that Hoover really did awesome with their attachments over the years was on the upholstery nozzle. They had these red fingers, and these things were awesome at creating static electricity on carpeting and bringing all the dirt to the top. One of the best, if not the best, upholstery nozzle ever made on any canister, bar none. So, the box is in rather poor condition. I will have to tape it. But I have another set of wands with also the hooks still at the top. The upholstery nozzle. And I don't know the exact layout of how this was supposed to be, although actually it's on the box. Brand new dusting brush, round. Over time, when they switched to the Dimension 1000, they kind of made things a little bit more square as opposed to round. The early ones were round. Oh, this one goes here. Crevice tool. One thing neat about the Hoover crevice tools, they did not give them the lock button, so you could actually swivel this one while in use, whereas everything else had the lock button that the plastic spring latch attached onto. And the system kind of looked cheap, but it worked phenomenally. I've only seen one clip break in all the years, and that's a design that they carried over from these early Dimensions and earlier Constellations and even Dial-O-Matic uprights to later Hoover Paramaxes and even wind tunnel canisters up until the last wind tunnel canister was roughly 2008 before they switched over to the Anniversary Edition. And the Anniversary Edition, we're not going to talk about it. I'm not a fan. So, bare forebrush. This is the one tool on the Celebrity they didn't do such a great job on. It's got a lot of bristles. It's nice, but it snow plows because it's all set off. Later ones with the Dimension 1000 had nice edge grooming bristles, and then everything inside of it allowed for a great thorough sweep. Will get you on the dust, but also not snow plowing and grabbing hair better. So a little better design. Still the same, roughly the same 9-inch width. Other differences. stuck in my fan cord. Come here, you. Come here, you. Alright, so anywho, sorry this video is getting long. The cords. This one from my original one is original. It was on later celebrities, and it looks just like your Hoover Elite cords, many older convertibles, or I should say many newer convertibles. And then you have the more traditional plug, which came on the older one. The other difference I've noticed is, and I haven't futzed with it at all, this one seems to have a blower port. I'm not sure if this door turns or if the hose just goes. Oh, it's got a slide. Oh, I just figured that out. That's cool. It's got a blower port. So, that's my twin. Other than that, it basically sounds the same. It runs excellent. I have used it basically just to try it out and turn it on. It did not come with a filter, so I created my own and put it in there. The bag is the same with the horseshoe shape. It has original blue writing, which kind of looks like this is the texture of the W bag that came on many earlier pre-C convertibles, or not even really convertible, but like the 63, 61 models. But yeah, really, really neat find. It did cost good money. I will tell you that I paid $250 for it. And the money goes towards the ALS Foundation, which Tom passed away sadly and surprisingly of ALS. So all proceeds go to that, so it's a good cause. But yes, this is a new welcomed Magnumer in my collection, and it does sound the same as the other one. I am sorry this video is getting long. I have no idea what we're up to. One thing really cool too, I love these winders. They have a really cool sound. Also, while this one's not plugged in, it's like a real relay on the switches. I love that little rocker switch. So, yep. Alright, let me make sure everything's properly hooked up again. Okay, we're putting all around. I have not used this very much at all. Maybe reduced it of the double back. And minimum gets ultra. Power head does work. I do want to grease the brush roll bearings in it. Oh, a neat thing about these two, these works like an upright. So you lowered them, and they would lock, and you'd hit the switch again to drop it all the way down, and this cord is not adjusted. Interesting. These ones aren't proper for this because the cord's not long enough for it to drop all the way down. Interesting. I should have run this one first because this one has dirt in the bag. This one's a clean system. And these rugs haven't been done in several days. Actually, a week. So I should have run this first. So there you have it. 2 Hoover Celebrities. This one is S3061. This one's S3061-030. I don't know what the last 3 digits mean, but it could just mean difference of time based on one differences and a little bit older cord style, and probably the blower port, because this one does not have a blower port. But anywho, thank you very much, and have a great rest of the weekend.